Aloha, YouTube investors. How is everybody doing today? My name is David Yansen. Welcome to my channel. Today is October 27th, 2020. It is Tuesday and it is earnings season. So we have been going through my portfolios and all of my different holdings. We've been going through their earnings for their quarter. Whether it's quarter three, which I believe is most of my earnings, but Procter & Gamble and Microsoft are already in the fiscal year 2021, quarter one, and I have videos on both of those. I just did Microsoft as they reported their earnings earlier today. Right now it's already almost 10 p.m. Eastern time, not Eastern time, Hawaii Standard Time. So the stock market's been closed for a while, and the S&P 500 and the Dow both ended in the red. The Nasdaq ended in the green today. So, and if you've seen my video on Microsoft, their earnings report, I did show you some of my, or I did show you what happened today with my Roth IRA and M1 Finance, and it was not good. So Fidelity actually did better than my Roth IRA did for the day. Robinhood, that portfolio, I don't know if you saw my videos about earnings for Hawaiian Airlines and Pfizer, but I have a video for them that because they did their earnings today. That portfolio is still doing well, which kind of surprises me because it's my growth portfolio, so I expect big swings from them. But with having Facebook and Amazon in my Robinhood portfolio, it has helped keep things kind of more of an even keel. Where my Roth IRA, even though I have Microsoft and Apple in there, it just did not do good today. And for the first time with my Roth IRA, I'm not in double-digit gains. So only gains of 4.5%, where basically the whole time that I've owned that, maybe in March, I would have to check, but maybe in March it dropped out of double-digit gains, but at the beginning of October it was almost at 30% gains. So hopefully things will get back on track, but I do see this as a buying opportunity anytime the stock market dips. So for my Fidelity account here, you can see how much money I have invested, and then today almost 1% in losses. So Ecolab is the company that we're talking about in this video, their earnings for today. All these other companies, these other holdings that I have, I've pretty much done videos on all these already. Pepsi I didn't because they did their earnings earlier before the others. I probably should do a video on them again, but Tesla, AT&T, Verizon, all these other ones I've done videos on for their earnings. Costco, theirs is coming up, so that I'll have a video on them really soon here. And AbbVie, I think theirs is next month, so that will be for next month. So Ecolab, if you're not familiar with them, they do sanitizing, cleaning for hospitality, restaurant, entertainment places. They're a really good company. I first heard and saw of Ecolab when I was working as a dishwasher. I was like 15 years old, working as a dishwasher as a restaurant. This was like 1992, I think, a long time ago. So I was pretty familiar with them. So when everything started happening, where everybody became very clean conscious, I thought I would invest in them, and so I bought 2 shares. It was trading at $200 at the time. Now it is down below $200 at $189. So I see this as a nice buying opportunity here for this company, just because it helps me dollar cost average. Now the dividend, as you can see here, isn't great. It's not even 1%. Annually, it's only $1.88 per year. So per quarter, which is when they pay their dividend out, it's not a lot at all. But at one point, this company was trading, its 52-week high was $231. So personally, I think that if it gets, well over $200 again, or just gets back to $200, and I'm able to dollar cost average down below $200, then, I'm making some money with it. So I do buy fractional shares, so that is the majority of my portfolios, whether it's Robinhood, M1 Finance, or Fidelity. So, but so it's not going to dollar cost average down a whole lot, and I don't have a lot of money, especially nowadays, to put into the stock market. And some of that is because I don't have a lot of money, and some of it is because I'm trying to fill out my Roth IRA. I'm trying to get my Roth IRA all the way to that maximum $6,000 that you're allowed to contribute every single year. And I'm almost there. So, and if you want to see that portfolio, check it out. But those are my three main portfolios. But let's go ahead and look at Ecolab's earnings and revenues. It does say it's surpassed estimates in quarter three, which is true, but overall the numbers still aren't that great. So you can see here 2020 for the third quarter adjusted earnings per share $1.15, which beat by 5.5%, but they did decline 24% on a year-over-year basis. Same thing with their different segments, and you can see the company's quarterly net sales were $3.02 billion, down almost 6.5%. And I did read another article, I believe, that the previous year, same quarter previous year, that their sales was actually $3.2 billion. So everything kind of down from the previous year, which was kind of to be expected from this company, as hospitality, restaurants, and stuff is kind of their main businesses. They do have other segments. This global industrial segment, you can see, fell year over year to $1.49 billion, fell over 1.5%. And then their institutional specialty plunged 21%. This is that main area of hospitals they didn't suffer so much with, but it's just the restaurants, the resorts, those types of places that they've really struggled. And then their global healthcare and life sciences year over year did improve to 31.5% to $320 million. So, and then they have some other segments here. Ecolab did not offer any guidance for the remainder of the year or going into next year. Sometimes that does help a stock. Microsoft, people are criticizing them because their guidance for the rest of the year is considered soft, which Microsoft is an amazing company. So I'm kind of holding out a little bit, not just with Ecolab, but some of my other holdings in Robinhood to see how much they fall before I decide to put more into them. But Ecolab, like I said previously, I would like to add into them this week, if it can, especially if it continues to fall. But even if it stays around the 180, 189, I'd still like to put some more money into it. I'll just have to see what I'm going to forgo. Food, gas, we'll see what happens. So, but anyway, I will have other videos for you. Like I said, Amazon, Facebook reporting earnings, Starbucks as well from my Robinhood portfolio. And then from my Roth IRA, the only other company I think reporting this month is Colgate-Palmolive. And then later on we'll do Costco as well. So look out for my next videos. I hope everybody stays safe and healthy. Mahalo and aloha.